Welcome back to MusketeersHockey.com for our pregame player interview, and with me today is our special guest and veteran Tommy Olczyk. And Tommy, you alerted me to the fact last week that tomorrow night was going to be your 200th USHL game, and making that just that much sweeter is the fact that all 200 games are going to come in a Musketeer sweater. It's going to be pretty special for you tomorrow night, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. My dad's actually making his way in town. He didn't know it was my 200th game, but it just worked out by chance. He's going to be here, so that's going to be special too. And like you said, wearing the Musketeer jersey for 4 years and 200 games, it's a real honor.
Do you remember your first game under Coach Siciliano?
I do. I was really nervous, and I've come a long way since then, and I'm looking forward to spending my 200th game with the team I'm on right now.
Yeah, it's coming a long way for sure, and great week for the guys team-wide factor, and also for yourself personally, goals in back-to-back games against Tri-City and Sioux Falls. And just talk about those two goals and how you're clicking with your line mates Brett Patterson and Andre Zanal right now.
Yeah, especially Andre Zanal, he's really come into his own. He's really, he didn't play much earlier in the season, and now he's starting to play a lot, getting a lot of live bullets, and he's really becoming a great player. And Patty, he's been playing great as well. He's been feeding me with great passes, and I'm just getting lucky and scoring. So.
And you guys are 7-1-1 in your last 9, and we talked, kind of extensively during those struggles in January and February, and it seems like the games that you guys were finding a way to lose back then, now you're finding ways to win. And if you could just put your finger on just one or two things that's been the biggest difference over the last 3 weeks in March, what do you think it'd be?
I think a huge thing is our goaltending. Matt Scoff has just played phenomenal, especially in that Sioux Falls game. He came up with some enormous saves, and I mean that's where every good team starts, in net. And it's great to see, and we're playing good hockey when it matters the most.
Yeah, Scott, we're honored with goaltender in the week, and you mentioned an Andre Zanal, and it just seems you've been a young guy in this league in 06, 07, 07, 08, and maybe this team's so gifted at the start of the year. We talked about it, and maybe inconsistent at times to those first 40 games, but it just seems like the young guys have really figured it out. Just take a little while in this league to figure out how to win consistently.
It does, definitely. I mean, especially when you're a young guy, you're not used to the speed of the league, and that's one of the biggest things. It's a very defensive league. It's a very fast league. But, once you get a few games on your belt and once you learn that coach does have confidence in you, it's a lot easier to play.
And you're part of the penalty kill, and special teams have been terrific over the last 3 games. Really started in Muskegon. You shut out Omaha in the PK. You're a huge part of that penalty kill. And it just seems like right now guys are just selling out to make plays. You see Matt Poppy and you and Carpy and Adam Krause and the defenseman led by Jake Suter just doing a great job of blocking shots.
Yeah, exactly. It's something really special and something to take pride in. We might be making mistakes out there, but they're hard mistakes. And even if we make a mistake, we're hustling back to get to the right area to not make compound mistakes, which hopefully don't lead to a goal. And everybody says losing is contagious, but winning can be as well. And you go back to that win over Lincoln and that win over Dubuque, and is there just one or two things really that have really propelled you along in this really hot run over the last 9 games? We've beat some good teams on this run, like Dubuque, you said, like Lincoln, and we found a way to beat Omaha, that 3-1 game a week ago. And it's almost like in the locker room we have the feeling like we did in preseason, where we won 6 games or whatever, and we just have the mentality like we're not going to be beaten and we can't be beaten.
And you mentioned a real busy schedule right now, and Coach had that meeting before that Muskegon game of that final 10-game segment, and it looked like that's really the game that started where everybody just looked really on the same page. 3-0 since that point, and we talked about 5 games in 9 days, and it really seems like you guys are enjoying playing a lot of hockey right now, even though you have a busy schedule.
Yeah, it's really busy, and I mean we're getting a lot of live bullets. We're playing in games. And to be honest, Coach might not like it, but it's fun. It's a lot more fun than practice.
And Tri-City comes to town tomorrow, 8th and final meeting against these guys. You really had their number in the season series. What's made you successful against them, and what's going to need to continue tomorrow?
We're just going to have to keep it simple. I think when we've been most successful against Tri-City, we've been getting pucks to the net, bodies to the net. It might not all be pretty goals, but you have to get some of those dirty ones too.
Tommy, thanks for the time. Have fun in your 200th game, and congrats on that honor, my man.
Thanks a lot, Jordan.
That's Tommy Olczyk, Musketeer veteran. Come down and support the guys in Tommy's 200th game. 7:05 puck drops against the Tri-City Storm. 7:05 at Tyson Events.